Hi guys, my name is Abdul Sakas and welcome to a live watch along. We basically watched Real Madrid, Barcelona, and Manchester United against Aston Villa, which was a scrappy game, and United managed to get it done, even though Aston Villa deserved something out of it. So I'm watching Barcelona against Real Madrid, even though I'm like 5 minutes late. So let's get to it.
حلوة الفكرة لكنها عالية. ريال مدريد أكثر خطورة. نعم، ريال مدريد أكثر انسجام بين خطوطه في الوقت اللي فيه البارسا غير العديد من اللاعبين في هذا الموسم، غير العديد من اللاعبين في التشكيل. هذه كرة لم يكن فيها تسلل. فينيسيوس التمريرة بعد ذلك لأسينسيو وتسديدة أسينسيو اعتادت العارضة. ثاني محاولة لمدريد ولكنها أيضا خارج المرمى. هنا بيكي طبعا اتكلم انه برشلونه غير العديد من اللاعبين، لم يكن عنده تشكيله ثابته. هو غير كثير من الاشياء تغيرت في برشلونه، تغيرت اداره وتغير مدربين ورحل ميسي ومروا بفتره صعبه من الموسم بالتاكيد، وابتعدوا ايضا عن قمه الدوري في هذا الموسم بالنسبه لبرشلونه اللي عانى الامرين في الليغا هذا الموسم. بعد 20 مباراه صور برشلونه حقق فقط 8 انتصارات، تكلم حتى الان، ولكن ايضا لا يزال عنده الوقت الكافي لاستعاده الكثير من القوه. لمسه تصل الى فينيسيوس مع عاد من بوسكيتس، تغطيه وتدخل روح الشباب، قام يتدخل هذا. هؤلاء اللاعبين يمكن ان ينتشروا برشلونه. الكره امام توني كروس، التدخل بجانب جامي، وبعد ذلك الى وجود الى وجود والى استمرار اللعب. هذه اللقطه اللي كانت ما بين فينيسيوس وكذلك بوسكيتس، مهاره فرديه عاليه. فينيسيوس في هذا الموسم في العديد من المباريات اللي لمع فيها وسجل فيها بطرق رائعه جدا. لمسه من جانب فرانكي على جهه اليمين، محاوله فيران توريس مخاطر يحافظ على كرته، تكا توني كروس، فينيسيوس، اسينسيو، لمسه لكن فيها تغطيه، دانيال يستعيدها الى بوسكيتس، مجموعه من التمريرات هنا لبرشلونه. العوده لوسط الملعب، الكره تصل عند ديونج، فرانكي ديونج بكره عند بوسكيتس، سيرجيو بعودة عند بيكي، يمسك زمام الأمور في هذه الأثناء. برشلونة من يسجل هدف أول في الكلاسيكو في ملعب الملك فهد الدولي، سننتظر الضربة الأولى في الكلاسيكو بالتأكيد. العديد من اللاعبين، هذه تمريرة خطيرة وتسديدة انصدمت في كاسيميرو في آخر لحظة، مشروع مرتدة طويلة للأمام خطيرة من فينيسيوس، يصل فينيسيوس على الجهة اليسرى ثلاثة وتعاد عدم لاعبو برشلونة سريعا. عودة من جانب بوسكيتس، ولكن بداني انه في اشتباه بوجود لمسة يد في اللقطة الماضية. جونيور يحاول يتأخر إلى مندي يحاول المرور، مندي يحافظ على كرته، مندي بعودة للوراء لكنها بدون تركيز، المرتدة لبارسا، تمريرة بعيدة ورمية ثانية. نشوفها في الإعادة ما إذا كان في لمسة يد على كاسيميرو أم لا. آسف، على ميليتاو. شوف اللقطة مرة أخرى، لم يكن هنالك أي شيء في الكرة الأخيرة. اللاعب استمر بعد ذلك والمرتدة ضاعت على ريال مدريد. كرة تصل على جهة اليمين من ميليتاو، خوسيه لويس مونتيرو حكم هذه المباراة. 10 دقائق لعب في الكلاسيكو، 0-0 حتى الآن. كرة تعود مرة أخرى لكورتوا. كورتوا في مباراتين خرج من أصل 7 لقاءات، 7 مرات خاض الكلاسيكو، مرتين خرج من شباك نظيفة، 4 انتصارات، تعادل وهزيمتين. الحارس البلجيكي العملاق. لمسة تصل من مندي إلى ميني، بعيدة من فينيسيوس، أقرب إلى بيكي في وسط الملعب. ديمبلي يبحث عن الحلول. النجم الكبير جدا في فترته مع بروسيا دورتموند، ديمبلي كان حديث العالم. ديمبلي يحاول مرور، تغطية وتدخل من جانب ميليتاو، ولكن في برشلونة الوضع تغير. لمسة حلوة من مودريتش، فينيسيوس على الجهة اليمنى، تسديدة لكنها حلوة التمريرة. لا زال يبدع هذا لوكا، تمريرة جميلة، ولكن بعد ذلك الكرة في يد الحارس مارك تير شتيجن. فرصة كانت خطيرة جدا، لم يكن هنالك تسلل على ميري. تحرك ذكي من فينيسيوس، السرعة الكبيرة اللي عنده مارك يأمن على الكرة. لا زالت 0-0 في الكلاسيكو. الكرة في الحارس المرمى تير شتيجن. تعليمات من جانب شافي للاعب خط الوسط فرانك ديون. اللاعب يستهدف، أراوخو على ما يرام، لمسة لبيكي، محاولة بناء هجمة بالنسبة لبرشلونة. 14 كلاسيكو في السوبر الإسباني، 8 انتصارات لريال مدريد، 4 لبرشلونة، ومباراتين انتهت بالتعادل. سجل ريال مدريد في السوبر الإسباني ضد البارسا 30 هدف مقابل 18 هدف سجل برشلونة في شباك ريال مدريد. أراوخو بالتمرير على جهة اليمين، محاولة بعد ذلك إلى داني ألفيش، داني لمسة إلى سيرجيو. مجموعة من التمريرات لبرشلونة. فاتي على دكة البدلاء، خيار مهم بالنسبة للبارسا. جافي بعودة للوراء عند أراوخو، تغيير اتجاه اللاعب أقصى الجهة اليسرى عند جوردي ألبا، صراع الكرة مع داني. في الأخير الكرة خرجت إلى وجود رمية جانبية. ملعب ممتلئ من المشجعين عاشقين للفريقين في هذه الأمسية هنا في الرياض، في أجواء رائعة جدا. درجة حرارة تقريبا 19 درجة مئوية هنا في الرياض، وأيضا حضور جماهيري لافت بالتأكيد لمتابعة هذه المباراة اللي لا يمكن أن تحدث بسهولة، لا يمكن أن تتكرر بسهولة. كارلوس يعلم جيدا صعوبة مباراة اليوم. لويس إنريكي يحضر الكأس العالم، يحب أيضا أن يكون عنده فريق رائع في المونديال. لمسة من لوكا بنزيما لوكا أمام تغطية من خبرة روعة كانت من ميكي. كرة في وسط الملعب بجانب جافي يحاول التمرير، عودة إلى فرانكي ديونغ من البارسا، لمسة لبوسكيتس. كان كابوس بداية موسم صعبة على برشلونة، صعبة على جماهير برشلونة، كابوس بيتم على الكلمة بعد سنوات كانت كالحلم الجميل لبرشلونة في وجود ليونيل. هذه لمسة ديمبلي يحاول مر بعودة لبوسكيتس، تمريرة أمامية لمين لكنها بعيدة على توريس اللي خاض تجربة في مانشستر سيتي في مرات عديدة، كان على الدكة في فريق غوارديولا. بالنسبة لتوريس هذا هو كريم بنزيما اللي يمكن القول انه في هذا الموسم خرج من عباءة او السنوات الاخيره، ليس فقط في هذا الموسم، منذ رحيل كريستيانو خرج من عباءة كريستيانو رونالدو وظهر بشكل مغاير على المستوى التهديفي. يتكلم بالذات على المستوى التهديفي بالذات، لانه بات يملك ارقاما رائعه تهديفيه بالنسبه لكريم بنزيما اللي مثل ما ذكرت احتفل مؤخرا بالوصول الى 300 هدف، بل 300 هدف بقميص ريال مدريد في مختلف المسابقات. كرة عن جانب عناصر ريال مدريد، توني يحاول ابعاد الى كارفاخال، تأمين الكرة بعد ذلك الى تيبو كورتوا، امامية من جانب كورتوا بدون تركيز، اقرب الى اراوخو، فضل العودة الى حارس المرمى. يعلم جيدا عشاق الليغا، عشاق كرة القدم الاسبانية، انه على الورق في الوضعيه الحاليه، ليس على الورق ولكن في الظروف الحاليه في الفتره الحاليه، ريال مدريد يملك افضليه على برشلونه من نواحي عديده. لمسه باتجاه كريم، تمريره الى بنزيما، يحاول يمر بنزيما، حلوه على اليمين، تمريره لاسينسيو، تصل الى فينيسيوس يحاول مرور تغطيه بالخبره الكبيره. تمير يا فينيسيوس تعال يا ميري، هذا داني ألفيش، الخبرة الكبيرة، التجربة الكبيرة جدا لداني ألفيش، أمام المهارة وروح الشباب والرغبة الكبيرة، الجوع للألقاب، للانتصارات، للنجاحات، لتصدر العناوين بالنسبة لفينيسيوس جونيور. كل تلك الأشياء كان يتذكرها داني عندما كان مدافعا شابا في إشبيليا. مندي على اليسار لريال مدريد، تصل عند كاسيميرو، يحاول التمهيد لكن أقرب بعد ذلك مودريتش، كارفاخال بعودة للوراء، تصل الكرة بعد ذلك عند ميليتاو، المتقدم ميليتاو، تمريرة بينية صعبة وبعيدة على كريم بنزيما، في الأخير إلى تيرشي. سهلة إلى تير شتيغن. مباراة سجال بين الفريقين، ولكن أيضا ستنتظر الإثارة أكثر عندما يأتي موعد الهدف الأول. فرانكي ديونغ، ديمبلي على اليسار، هذه في مساحة لبرشلونة، هذه في خطورة لبرشلونة، ديمبلي عرضية لكن ناتشو يتدخل. أول فرصة خطيرة للبارسا، اقتراب من مرمى كورتوا في اللقطة الماضية مع التألق وإبعاد ناتشو فرنانديز في اللحظة الأخيرة يتدخل أمام كرة ديمبلي. هل كان ديمبلي متسلل؟ لا يبدو ذلك. اللاعب استمر بعد ذلك. كرات برشلونة، ركنية للبارسا، محاولة على يمين كورتوا، الفرصة متاحة من فيران توريس اليمين، تمهيد لداني، تسديدة لكنها صدمت وبعد ذلك إلى ركنية. حلوة اللقطة الأخيرة، حلوة الفرصة من جانب داني. هل لا زلت جائع عن الانتصارات في الكلاسيكو يا داني ألفيش؟ داني يخوض هذا الكلاسيكو بعد العودة، التسديدة طبعا بعد أن ترك برشلونة. كانت في العديد من التجارب المهمة بالنسبة لداني ألفيش في إيطاليا وكذلك في فرنسا وفي البرازيل. الفرصة متاحة لبرشلونة ليحصل على ركنية ثانية في هذا الكلاسيكو بعد 19 دقيقة لعب. تعود الكرة مرة أخرى، لمسة لداني ألفيش أمامية لكنها بعيدة عن الكل، سهلة لحارس المرمى تيمو كورتوا. السرعة الكبيرة من كورتوا، اللمسة انطلاقة فينيسيوس خطيرة مع بنزيما بسرعة، انطلاقة
You should have passed it to Benzema. He's got that play. He's really blocked. Benzema, he's left wide open. He had more space. Look at this replay. He's running, he's going where he's there. That's when he should have passed it. He could have done something.
ولكنها اعتنت العارضة بسنتيمترات. كم هي سريعة، كم هي سريعة، وكم هي مثيرة. مرتدات ريال مدريد على برشلونة أن يكون حذرا جدا، رماها في الزاوية البعيدة ولكنها اعتنت عارضة مارك أندري تير شتيغن. بالنسبة لكرة الشاب يا أسينسيو، مارك في اللقطة الماضية بعد تمريرة فينيسيوس جونيور، لمسة أمامية، تعود لداني ألفيش، عودة لتير شتيغن، ضغط عالي من جانب عناصر ريال مدريد. تير شتيغن بناء الهجمة لكن التمريرة بالخطأ، ساعدها كاسيميرو على مرتين أمامية، ابتداء كريم، كنترول، لمسة لمودريتش. هذا الانسجام اللي نتكلم عنه بين عناصر وخطوط ريال مدريد في هذه الفترة. الفريق اللي يتصدر الليغا، كاسيميرو يغير اتجاه اللعب ذلك المخال. داني يحاول بناء الهجمة لمصلحة ريال مدريد. كرات بين عناصر ريال مدريد، تكلم على انها اول مره تقام مباراه كلاسيكو، لكن نتابع هذه الكره من جانب فينيسيوس. لوكا عنده مساحه، مودريتش تمريره لكن جوردي قراها بشكل جيد، ضاعت منه، ساعدها مودريتش يحاول بناء.
Oh no. Check. Nobody else is watching. Oh. Oh my goodness. What have these guys done? Whatever. I'm gonna try. The whole thing stop. Wait, is it back on? It's still no. both teams are having equal amount of chance. You know, Vinicius should have passed to Benzema.
It's a clear shot. Tactical foul. Fernand Mendy there on the receiving end from Torres. Has to be a yellow card for that. Booking for the newcomer. Appeals there. To be close from many of the fans.
That was Torres. He needs to be careful. You're already on the yellow card.
Just to repeat, 30,000 allowed inside tonight here in Riyadh.
Yeah.
Cooling temperatures, play conditions really. Any Carvajal, Dembele looked a bit lost, but Jordi Alba was there as the second line of defence for Barca.
He's always looking to get forward, Carvajal. To chop it back on Dembele. Alba comes in with the challenge. Here's the throw-in. There's another challenge. That's not a foul on Toni Kroos. It's good defending by Gavi again.
It's Gavi.
Leave his arms about as much as he likes. It's not a foul.
Really has been a joy to watch this season. Gavi, not the only young player for Barca who falls in that category. Necessity is the mother of invention, as the old saying goes. They've had to try a few new things. The results haven't always been consistent. The goal for Barcelona is to finish in the top four. And I think based on how everyone else is faring, teams around them, it's still a realistic goal, Stuart.
Absolutely. I think they will get better. New signings, as long as Ferran Torres, again, mentioned by Craig, well, if you are going to go to a new club and put yourself in the side, or they're going to put you in the side, you need to be fully fit.
Okay.
Start off poorly, difficult to regain your confidence. Ferran Torres and the younger players coming to the fore, starting to get some of the other players back fit. You just think that Barcelona will get better and better as the season wears on.
Benzema, and easily two, and away goes Vinicius Junior for Real Madrid. Stunning.
That goes in his hand. That was, oh my God, it's a foul.
Benzema managed to out Busquets. Unless then Vinicius Junior off to the races. Real Madrid.
Busquets, that's a big number foul.
The win here, it will be 100 Clasico successes. And the advantage.
It's Real Madrid.
I think it's great. They won the ball back. Vinicius Junior making the run. Barcelona have to see that much quicker. There's the ball given away. Dani Alves is outside of Vinicius Junior. Araujo has to drop much deeper, much quicker. Ball's getting played in behind him, down the side of him. Suddenly, Vinicius Junior makes it 1-0. Really poor play from Barcelona, but brilliant from Vinicius Junior. Great finish. Just shows a bit of strength here. Left ball beyond to Stegen.
I told you, but I told you earlier on the Barcelona's weakness is the high line. And they've used the same play to exploit it. I said the same thing.
A young talent who's going to be at the forefront of world football for some time to come.
They pushed too high and then just
Vinicius
sniffed it.
Junior,
He sensed
he
it.
stamped his authority on this first semi-final. Real Madrid.
If they're going to build up in the back, they're not trying to play back three though. Use the 3-4-2-1 because if they do play three at the back, then they could have stopped this goal.
Sao
It's
Gonçalo
not dangerous.
in Brazil. Apparently used to be a left back in his very early days in Sao Gonçalo. Now he's one of the most fearsome players
they're going to get knocked
in the game,
I think Barcelona
operating on the left higher up.
They can get to forward to success. They can start with the
Asensio pushing it through. It's Eder Militao up there supporting the attack, but it grinds to a halt for Real Madrid. offside
It's
given.
credit to Benzema for winning the ball, but I thought it was a foul.
Asensio to start with, or whether it was for Militao. To get forward, breaks something up and starts the move. He continues his run. Toni Kroos. Mondi with Vinicius Junior just forward of him.
Barcelona, whenever they're on the ball, they don't know what to do. They do struggle to take chances.
Cleverly done. Be a good foil for Vinicius Junior on the left.
I thought it was
Mondi. It all happened in an instant. This goal, Stuart. And Benzema came back and won the ball. Busquets. Return pass from Modric.
I just felt like
Barcelona.
it was just the high line of just left it.
Dani Alves can't go forward. Can't put himself into a wide and forward position until Barcelona are higher up the field. Every time they win the ball back, Real Madrid, they're breaking with Vinicius Junior.
Yeah, thanks. That's why I've said it.
And as we discovered, it can be devastating.
Maybe they've been like that all the time because since they like to play, but
Dembele.
they do need to get a quick center. They need to get a better centre back because the problem with Barca is that they do like to play. They have to play high line.
Who's been quiet.
If they're going to play a high line, they need to get quality centre back. They need
Marco Asensio was looking in defensively.
someone who's amazing on the ball. Because in order to play the system, they need to get really quick centre back.
You talk about tactical
They need
play.
to fast
Usually they
defender.
need Modric for
PK,
once.
long
Typical
range.
trouble for him.
Araujo and fucking Patrick, you need to invest in defenders, You need to go for like somebody that is like Van Dijk speed. You need Koulibaly. You need some sort of
PK.
centre back, someone who's good in the ball,
Frankie de Jong.
someone who can
From
run
Groningen
quickly because
in the
they're getting
Netherlands.
exploited. But someone who's very good defender, let's try and get someone like
Dani
Koulibaly,
Alves.
but obviously they
He
can't
thought
afford
about
him.
playing that one
But then how are
indirectly.
they able to pay us
Decided to go
55
wide
million for
where
Ferran Torres?
Ferran Torres taking up this
There's a
station.
game plan. They start to
PK.
sit a bit deeper. Their plan worked, The plan is to
Dembele.
do
From
mid-block.
Barcelona. Yes, for one. A fierce
Guys,
heading towards goal by Luke de Jong. Well, that's very much his game, and he wasn't picked up.
It
And that's
was
why
a
they have to
good-
get
it was a
crosses
good
into the
header,
box.
but
Dani
it
Alves
just
turned
landed
away
on
for
his
him to start with
hand.
when he was in a good crossing position. It's not coming from really wide, it's coming from the corner of the box. That's a brilliant ball from Dembele. Good movement from Luke de
They
Jong.
need to get someone. They need to
Side of
go. They need to
Courtois.
do the research. They need to look
Been in
all
trouble
the, They need to scout a lot of players. They need the Spanish players. They
Invitation
need
to
to put
join us
centre
for
back.
the
You can't afford to have
Supercopa de
centre back.
España final
The centre halves is it's a
Live
priority for Barcelona
on
in the summer
Sunday.
country.
Pre-game coverage starts at
They
1
tend to play
p.m.
a high
Eastern
line, and again, they just
on
recently
ESPN2,
conceded the goal.
ESPN Deportes, and ESPN Plus, leading up to kickoff at 1:30
They
p.m.
really need to
Eastern
get centre
time.
back.
All the action from here in Riyadh, King Fahd Stadium, and Real Madrid leading this Clásico by a Vinicius Junior goal to nil. Cracking goal it was as well.
He's covered.
By Dembele. Through it goes for
How
the
do you
goalkeeper.
think he was covered?
Trying to
I mean,
encourage
he's got a difficult job.
his charges.
I
That's
mean,
been an
they've got to look for
education process, really, for the
Barcelona.
players.
They're not messing anymore.
Trying to take on new ideas, new ways of executing things on the pitch. Stuart? Yeah, there's more intensity now.
Destroy the identity of the club and make them
They
made
have
them
totally
fantastic.
different philosophy in terms of
Just stop buying
playing with the ball, want to play out from the back,
We need to give a lot more
keeping at
space
times.
to even though the pressure
Done with a bit more intensity. Xavi in charge, and they want to win the ball back much higher up.
We should have changed the whole thing, The whole point is to get
Two
we should
problems
have
today
stick
because
to
they
what
get
we're
caught on
good
the
at.
counter.
The philosophy has to remain the same. It's all about passing and move.
Look at Modric.
I mean, passing
The block was
position,
by PK. Here's Gavi.
not passing move.
Nimble runner.
It might work,
Frankie de Jong.
but
Dembele as Barca trying to find the right angle. Jordi Alba. Luke de Jong again. Well held by Courtois.
did you play?
They're creating chances now, Barca.
Well, it's just the
Realising
same
they have to
tactic.
cross
It's
the
just
ball. It's
crossing
good play.
to
It's not just throwing it in the
I
box.
mean, look the young.
Good build-up play. They create the overlap. Jordi Alba just lifts it to that far post. And again, Luke de Jong just pulls off his marker. Can't get enough power in it. It's always difficult.
tactics working, and now they're going to sit a bit deeper now. The
Busquets.
game plan was just to hit
Frankie
them
de Jong.
forward. Break down the
Dembele.
midfield and just pass it
So
through the
retreating,
finishers,
Real Madrid,
and
that's a
it's
fine
gonna
pass
score.
from
It worked.
Dembele.
It worked to treat.
Frankie de Jong. Took
Now
a bit of doing. Some
we
real
see that
vision.
they're going to start even more
Putting
deeper.
in the challenge for good measure, Dembele. Fruitful few seconds.
And all they're going to
As
do,
far
they
as he's
just force
concerned.
them to cross the ball because they couldn't play through the line. They just
There's that
cross,
forward run from Frankie de
play
Jong.
on the flying
At the end of
through
it, he
and just
probably
cross
didn't do
it
enough
in
to get the ball
and
beyond.
get them short
And
to
then
score.
It's been brilliant for Real Madrid this season.
Why don't you just, what do you need the forward needs to do is they need to push forward, they need to push the centre back, and then one of the midfielders could play between the
Starter
line.
coming
They need
into
to
the
push it.
campaign has done well together with David Alaba for the most part.
I don't think the cross is going to work. It's just they're playing lots for you.
Karim Benzema. Beyond him is Vinicius Junior.
They really need to buy centre back. Teams are figuring out how to play Barcelona. Real Madrid are doing well. This team is in transition, and
Mondi for Real
they're going to
Madrid.
get
Here's
Mbappe
Eder
at the end of the
Militao.
season, which is a very good signing. I think a lot more French people.
Modric.
So they're going to watch
Kroos.
a very good
Putting
game.
it on its way to Dani Carvajal. Lucas Vazquez has often occupied the right back position. One or two injuries for Dani Carvajal to contend with. It's turned to yesterday. Carvajal named in the starting 11 by Carlo Ancelotti.
Yes,
There was no foul on Vinicius Junior, despite his protestations.
He needs to keep the. He needs to
Dani
keep
Alves for the
He needs to
Blaugrana.
keep the intensity. He needs to keep
Ousmane
the
Dembele
into control.
cuts again, keen to have a go.
He needs to try.
Too much light.
Just over the ball.
That's what he can do. He receives the ball, just drops his shoulder, comes inside.
But don't play.
Vinicius Junior do that on many occasions. Depay did it for Barcelona at the start of the season.
This season,
It's underneath it on this occasion. Here's that ball into the box from Jordi Alba.
Exactly. That's what I'm
biggest
good
centre-back.
enough in Italia this season. All they want to do is
Good header, but always a difficult one for
they're
Luke
going
de
to have
Jong.
to get to top four. Because that's the
Alves
reality.
is mighty relieved that the whistle has gone. Vinicius Junior trying to race away from him.
I mean, if they get those couple of results, and they could get top four. And when they get top four, it's been
Frankie de Jong.
it's been
Dembele for Jordi Alba.
It's been
Look at the season as a whole. Barca have tended to favour the left-hand side as far as attacks are concerned. Busquets, but they're having a go on the right now. That's away by Eder Militao. Ferran Torres popping up.
The league is pretty much average. How many points are there?
Great defending by Real Madrid.
Points,
It's Modric.
something like that.
Makes it look so easy.
16 points ahead of them. I think it's the target is very good to
Well,
lose.
imagine him enjoying
It's weird to
another
catch
season
them. That goes
wearing that
pretty
shirt.
bad. Patterson surprise back in.
Good run. Ferran Torres coming round the back.
Really press for the team.
Luke de Jong. Dynamic run into the danger area.
This is
Standing
what
watching
you
it.
don't run the club properly. You don't be true to yourself. It's consequences.
Marco Asensio. Carvajal. Araujo away, but only to Vinicius Junior.
Yes.
Just couldn't quite play the accurate pass. Araujo just about got enough on that, didn't he? Was making a run in behind him. Played it early. Casemiro steering it back to Eder Militao. Carvajal
They need to play.
for the men in merengue.
I think what Barcelona needs to do is start playing with 3-4-2-1 formation. They need to start playing
Still a lot of talk about
with
next
the
season. How the Real Madrid team
Maybe like
might look. Talk of Erling
3-2-3.
Haaland, Kylian Mbappe.
3-2-2-3.
At the moment, they're doing rather nicely with this cast of characters.
I think one of the attacking midfielder up and trying to push on 3-2-3-2. So basically, maybe 3-5-2. Like,
Look at Modric.
if they're going to
Degree of difficulty. Pass the
the
test
teams are
with flying
going to try and
colours.
exploit the space from behind. Because there's two ways. Or get a new centre back. Get like a very quick centre back, you know.
Tony Kroos. Switch of play. Back by Carvajal to Modric.
Barcelona struggling to get out of games.
Seems to be available to be the conductor of the Real Madrid orchestra. Look at Modric. Must be a privilege to watch him. Real Madrid, Barcelona, all the Primera sides week in, week out. And we should remind you that ESPN Plus is the home of La Liga. You can watch every game all season long on ESPN Plus, in English as well as in Spanish.
Spanish.
Benzema trying to cut in from the right. Dembele has a defensive assignment just in front of Jordi Alba. Nacho from the back. Casemiro just in front of him. And Marco Asensio.
Look at the massive space.
Really close down. And he's always going to take on that sort of shot if it is available to him.
The issue with Barcelona, the thing is,
Barcelona back off here. They're worried about the run of Vinicius Junior. Benzema didn't make a forward run, so it opened up for Asensio. A lot of talk of him leaving Real Madrid at the start of the season. To link with him in England.
Tends to be either Marco Asensio or Rodrigo, the right-hand prong of the attack. That was a big discussion point in the newspapers. Here's Dembele, and it was a miskick by Ferran Torres. So it goes for the goal kick.
Whenever the ball goes into wide areas, player on the far side and the far midfield player, Gavi on this occasion, and Luke de Jong are all in the box. Then you see Frankie de Jong get in there as well. That's why there's an overload. Done better at the far post. This is Asensio with the strike. It probably takes a deflection. That's what slows it down. Spin on the ball.
Frankie de Jong. Real Madrid have certainly carried the greater threat, the sharper edge, even though Barca have had plenty of the ball. Dembele, a shuffle of feet. Jordi Alba, here's Dembele, trying to manoeuvre his way into position, and he does fire it towards goal. The block was by Nacho. And maybe the Real Madrid counter-attack again. Vinicius Junior is looking around him. Karim Benzema taking over. Vinicius Junior.
Look, that was great defending.
No chance for Benzema.
I think the thing with Barcelona, they
The
are
end of the
playing.
move, just snap onto it.
Usually playing a lot of games from the left-hand side. They're on high
Great role
and then
for
Belly
Vinicius
breaks
Junior. He
something.
doesn't have to go back and defend.
He did okay, you know, he's
Barcelona build up
trying,
the
but
play. Let's
end product
defenders and midfield players, the defensive
Well,
side of
he
the
did
game.
pass
He
a
just
couple of
stays out on
times.
that left-hand side. As soon as they win the ball back, he makes those runs.
Frankie de Jong was in a very high position for Barca.
Yeah,
Here's
yeah,
Dembele,
yeah,
and
yeah.
it bubbles around.
Oh,
It's
he
gone in
equalised
from
it.
De Jong for Barca, the equaliser.
Okay.
Real
But they are
Madrid
usually attacking from the left-hand side. They are
dishevelled.
literally, that's what they do all the time, you know. Let's play
On the
like
pace
he did make
in
something
this
happen.
first
Credit to him.
semi-final on the Super Cup.
And they just, I don't know, they didn't try anything at all.
Credit to start with for Frankie de Jong. He's been making those forward runs from midfield. They connect the 2v1 against Carvajal. He comes, he wins the ball, he runs off Modric, Carvajal comes across, he flicks it on. Now there's problems for Real Madrid. But he gets himself in the box, and they're a bit unlucky. Militao is in a good position. He doesn't get any height on his clearance. He gets Luke de Jong and back beyond Courtois.
Maybe just that bit of luck that Barcelona and Luke de Jong needed. It's a decent ball, just not defended well enough by Militao. Good positional play. Need to play it back to where it came from. Going up the field. Good moment for that man there, Luke de Jong. Luke de Jong's rich vein of form continues. I think a few weeks ago, many people expected we'd be saying that. The goals are usher in the new year to win the game against Mallorca. Well, this past weekend, in the draw with Granada. And now the leveller in this version of El Clasico here in Riyadh. Glum-looking Carlo Ancelotti, and no wonder. Real Madrid have been the more compelling side. Signs of life, though, from Barcelona.
I think that Barcelona have been a compelling side. They will cause them problems. It's great to
They'll have to give Frankie de Jong enormous credit for his part of that. Give the Real Madrid defenders an additional problem to solve. That run that he had made. Interesting here for Barca. Buoyed by that goal from Luke de Jong. Carvajal to head it back, and don't forget to stay with us at half-time. Sebastian Salazar and Craig Burley will be looking back at the first half. Complete expert analysis.
Yeah, like a chef. Expert.
Mondi, Nacho, Gavi. He's keen.
Certainly is, but he's been given a yellow card for that. Sort of foul. He knew exactly what he was doing. Torres got put for a very similar thing. So it's the centre half coming out with the ball.
Well, Stuart, when you and I work together, and we work together a lot, I often ask you, even at the risk of asking it in this manner, hopefully often, what you've made of the first half. What have you made of the first half?
Exactly what we all expected. Barcelona to probably dominate possession.
I mean, if you like playing against Barcelona, they could easily
be a
use
real
tactics
threat for the counter-attack, and we've seen
Barcelona
getting wide or getting into the corner of the box and then play balls in to the danger area. Luke de Jong will be a problem, particularly for Nacho. I think it's been a very good first half, intriguing, great atmosphere inside the stadium. Coaches will be pleased with certain aspects, pleased with others. The next first 45 minutes.
I probably would have said.
Nice touch on Gavi was there. It's Eder Militao with the clearance for Real Madrid. Vinicius Junior putting his hands up by his face.
Maybe if he plays tennis, I think it's going to be great.
Felt the pain at the 45 minutes.
I think I'd probably start to show up in the
Alves
just to take care of
together there with Vinicius Junior. And that is going to be all for the first half.
It's all square at half time. I need to check if anybody have said something. It's no. It's like I'm talking to myself. I am. I was actually gonna say. The thing is Real Madrid and Bus. I think the thing if we play against them, I mean, I'll probably play one Bissaka just to take care of Ousmane Dembele. Maybe we need to bring like Sancho or Rashford, who's been in good form. I'll probably play Sancho. Maybe can he really play quick pass? The thing is, he does make poor decisions. I'm probably not going to start him. Probably will start Sancho because he's got pace. I'll probably play. Obviously, I'm going to have to start Ronaldo. You mad? And Greenwood, But what Ronaldo? He does work hard, He is a passenger, but he's not going to press. So once we pass, get one of the midfielders, and the Bruno could make easy long pass to either Rashford or Greenwood, we can give him problems. Because the problem with the thing is Barcelona, they're very weak. They're so prone to counter-attacks. So they might push you forward, and then they're always going to give you a chance. Always. And that's it, really. Okay. Awesome. There is a Champions. No, I mean, Barcelona actually doing well. I'm kind of impressed the way they do. They have got a chance, but even Real Madrid have become slightly a better team. If I'm being really honest, Real Madrid is they've actually had a very good game. I think that Barca didn't have the worst game, but Barcelona have just had times been vulnerable. Defenders backing off when Asensio was getting a shot. They had a chance to against Vinicius Junior, and then he could have scored, but then that was a warning sign for the score. Barcelona just keeps attacking with Ousmane Dembele every time he has the ball. I think all the chances they're creating is come from the left side, and they do try to cross the ball, and I'm just intrigued. Why do they try to exploit it? Is he like a weakness in the team or something? Is he some sort of like tactically? Is he weakness? Yeah, but I'm probably gonna stop playing back three, just to deal with the attack, But then it's just not enough. It's going to be a very interesting. It's going to be a very interesting second half. I personally think. Hey, hello. I personally think that. I just think the Manchester United is going to struggle. I think Manchester United is going to struggle. Okay, I need to fix this. I need to adjust to that. A couple of minutes left. Yeah, it was a good game. I really enjoyed it. I think Real Madrid are in the right direction. I think they've been a fantastic team. They could beat PSG. They could do that. PSG are a very overrated team. They've got world class individuals. They're not a world class team. They got world class players, and they are individuals. They're mercenaries. And I just personally think that Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe, they don't work hard for it. They don't defend hard. So it's easy to pass through them. It's easy to create chances against them. They will concede a lot of shots. I mean, and they got too much power, and even worse, he couldn't change his system. He hasn't got enough authority because it's very political. PSG are they're a mess, left, right, and centre. It's a holiday camp. Who do you think will get into the? Oh, Sharma actually asked, who do you think will get into the final? Like, what do you mean? Are you talking about the Champions League? Are you talking about this? You're talking about the Champions League. If it's going to be a Champions League, I did initially predict PSG will face United, but I might consider changing my mind because I just don't trust any of these two teams. They've been dreadful. If I want to realistically gonna predict, it's probably gonna be. I think Bayern has a chance. City may have it. I think City could get to the final again. And against Not Chelsea, because they faced them last year. I don't think Chelsea will get to the final. I don't know. It's either Liverpool or Bayern against City. And I think City might fall short again. I mean, I don't know. I did initially predict City with PSG face Manchester United, but the reason I said that because I thought Super Cuppa, yeah, it's Real Madrid. I was going to get to that point. Real Madrid will get to the Champions League final. I think Real Madrid is going to do it. I just think that Barcelona are just not ready. I think they're both evenly matched. Both are. I mean, Real Madrid they got Plan B or something like that, and Barcelona is still a very young team, and they are. I think it's going to be down to who will be hungrier, who's going to be a lot more hungry as a team. It just depends, really, in my opinion. I personally, if I was, I'd probably say Real Madrid because I think I think they're more complete. I'd say they're more complete. Barcelona are still a young team, and I mean, they could get to the Super Cup final. I wouldn't be too surprised. I'll be a little bit surprised because based on form, Real Madrid have been a better team than Barcelona, and I do. And that's probably my logical reason. But obviously, anything can happen. I mean, if it goes down to penalties, it will definitely become a lottery. But realistically, I do. Good going, mate. Keep streaming. See ya. I'll see ya as well. Thanks for saying that. Thank you. You know. Salama Shama. Yeah, thanks. So I just cannot wait to see Manchester United. I'm just still waiting for the Barcelona games against Real Madrid. As I said earlier on, Barcelona are still. People might say they're going to struggle and Xavi is not as been a good coach, but in reality, this team is a complete and utter mess. And Xavi's probably played better football. Xavi is trying to implement his style, but it's going to take a bit of time, really. When he joined, I never expected. I thought Barcelona would improve professionalism. For example, bringing in new rules. You know, can't attend late in training, can't go to other meetings, and they have to take longer training. The training is going to be more intense. Everyone have to sit together, unlike the previous regime, like Koeman and Kike Setien. And he says, "Hope Barca win." And then I just about what am I saying again? And then that's why he gets rid of it because before the week, you see, BK was also doing part of the WTA against it, and he also introduced fines. So the Barcelona, I thought they would improve the intensity level. I thought they improved intensity level. I thought they improve on professional. I thought they would be slightly more hardworking team. I don't expect quality to improve, and that's what we're seeing at times, you know. But their ticket attack is more forward based. They do attack. They do go forward a lot more than they have been previously. They don't just pass sideways. They just try and go forward as much as possibly could. They're a bit more direct, really. I was a bit surprised. I thought he's going to keep them play pass sideways passing and then goes to the midfield. I expected, but their passing is a little bit more forward and direct, and I give them a bit of credit, but it's going to take a bit of time, and their target is to get into top four, and if they can win Europa League, they can, but Europa League is pretty much destruction. It's not competition for them to be taken seriously. Maybe play like rotated French players, getting them to play against Napoli, and then go through, and see them to go through. I really think Sevilla is going to win the Europa League again. I really think that they're going to win it again because Barcelona have been abs. I mean, Barcelona. It's just I don't think they've got enough of them. Maybe they're not consistent. Maybe the league is going to perform. They're going to get very distracted. I don't know. Their mind are just going to. They're gonna have to do everything at once. Play 2 games, and they're gonna have too much focus. I think it's put pressure on them. I just don't think it's right. Unless they can get top 4 locked, then they could. This could be a massive. Try and win Europa League could be a massive gamble for them. The quality, you got Dortmund, you got West Ham United, you got Napoli, you got Sevilla. You got several Atalantas there as well, and Leipzig are there. So you got a couple of very good teams in the competition. So it's not a very good time. They have to be consistent. They have to win almost like every game just to get in top 4. And if they can get top 4 locked in, I think they'll be all right. But I think Europa League is going to be very, very difficult, and it's going to put too much experience in. So they need to. I think if I was in, the league has to be priority. You have to beat those teams if you want to get into the top 4. If you want to play Champions League football next season. So winning they could do help, but it's distracting. It's distracting. See, I really think Barcelona or Real Madrid, I think they can beat Real. I think most likely, if it stays like that, I think Madrid do fancy themselves against PSG because Kimpembe is a suspect as a defender. The midfielders maybe have to work so hard. And what Real Madrid needs to do, they need to keep the ball. They need to control the midfield. They need to win the midfield battle. But the thing is, Kier is going to play as a right wing back. So that means they could easily just pass the ball around. And they're going to defend for their bloody lives. It's going to be a very horrible game for PSG if Real Madrid get tactics correct. They've got midfield superiority either way. Just Casemiro, Kroos, Modric against Paredes, Verratti, and Wijnaldum. I pick Toni Kroos. I pick Casemiro, Toni Kroos, and Modric all day long because they've got a very strong midfield, and that's what they need to control the game. And also they need to. Also playing they need to also exploit the fullbacks area. They need to overload the wingbacks because Mbappe and Neymar, Mbappe, Messi are not going to bother tracking back. So they've got wings so much free. So what they're gonna do? They're gonna send the midfielders into the flanks, and they can just use the switch of play. So, or maybe they could, but they are very. I don't know. They do. They don't. They're not gonna. They will concede you a chance, but it's gonna be difficult for them to. It's gonna be difficult for them to score a goal because they don't concede. They don't tend to concede goals easily with PSG. They could do that one way. Sorry, they can do that one way, but you need a bit of luck really, because I think the goalkeeper Navas could have the game of his life. Donnarumma could have a game of his life. Kimpembe might be becoming very good. He's a bit inconsistent, but he's a suspect. So it's just so many factors to come up with, But they need to take the chances. Real Madrid, they must take their chances if they want to win. They have to make the most of it because it could bite them in the ass at the end of the day. PSG, they have a huge problem. What they need to get rid of Pochettino and bring in Zidane in. The players will listen to him because he is an ego himself. Because if they're going to buy a Galacticos type of player, somebody who's like an ego mercenary type of player, they need to get an ego of a manager. They need to get someone like Zidane. They need to get a Mourinho type of manager. But yes, Mourinho's finished. Maybe I wouldn't recommend him, but they need to get managers like that. Need some sort of coaches who they will listen quickly. Someone who got aura and all this big reputation. But I think is a bit too powerless for a club like this. At least they respect Zidane more because he was a respected player. And players would listen to him. And also he managed egos at Real Madrid. But there's just one problem with Zinedine Zidane. He's from Marseille, and Marseille and Paris, they just don't. And his mum is a Marseille fan, so Paris and Marseille, they're massive rival. They could be close to enemies. So I think it work. I think it perfectly work for him. He's an ego. He's perfect, but he said he doesn't want to take the job until that summer. So that's how we'll see with Real Madrid. PSG is going to suffer a little bit. They will concede chances, but will they concede enough goals to send them out? It remains to be seen. So I need to stream back to. Oh wait, I need to stream back. Okay, the game is already starting. Now he's in place coming out of the dressing room. I really enjoyed the game. Honestly, it was fantastic. No, I really don't. Thanks, bro. They will.
And Pedri is out on the pitch, and that's great news for Barcelona fans. A man who played 76 official games in a calendar year. And his injury problems. He's had to pass his COVID test as well, as they all did. One of the stars at the Euros last year. The young and the old involved in this first semi-final. It's not just Pedri, as Abde is going to make an appearance for the second half as well for Barcelona. Usually operates wide. Pedri more central. And the second half begins with Real Madrid here in Riyadh attacking the goal to our left. Immediately headed away by Dani Alves. Gavi quick to get back up onto his feet. Frenkie de Jong taking no further part in this match. Torres began the game. I think it was always likely he wasn't going to be able to complete it. As Abde is of raw talent, natural dribbler. Stuart, what do you expect to see from him?
I give credit to
Steven.
As you
mentioned, he's going to play wide on this right-hand side. He'll look to make runs in behind.
He's
good with the ball in his feet as well. So need to get crosses into the box, as proved later on in that first half, when Dion did get on the end of a couple of crosses. Interesting to see that Frenkie de Jong has gone off.
I'm so glad that they start going back
decent
to
game, making forward runs, but great, as you said, to get Pedri back in the side.
Just didn't work out, getting them better and continuing.
Here's Dani Alves. Showing for it on the right was Abde.
It's always an aim on work because it was just these. I mean, I don't have issues with them buying
9 appearances
they always have to promote
in La Liga this season. Araujo. Busquets. Jordi Alba over there on the left for Barca. Here's Pedri, angling it back. Dembele!
Why did you put so much power over the top?
Hit with the desired accuracy, but applause from Xavi, and rightly so.
It's typical Barcelona. Different personnel, but the same runs. Pedri making the same run Frenkie de Jong was making in the first half. There's the combination. We saw that in the first half. They've been good down the left-hand side, Barcelona. Just gets underneath it. Dembele.
Real Madrid have won the last 4 Clásicos. They could make it 5. They'd be closing in on their record. 7 set back in the glorious 1960s. April 62 to February 65. Era of Alfredo Di Stefano, Ferenc Puskás. Mondi, see the swarm of Barca players around him. Busquets made his way in there. Here's Pedri. So many of us were singing his praises during the Euro. He went off to play in the Olympics as well. It was a strength-sapping run. Season hasn't got going because of the injury situation. And on the ball again now, Pedri.
You have to question the management of Pedri last season. Play the European Champions and play so well and then go to the Olympics.
Oh, but De Jong, that was craftily done.
Dembele had started that for Barcelona.
He's creating the most chances. No chance in anybody
Come out
else.
here at the start of the second half with a bit of a spring in their step.
Dembele, he's been fantastic. He's created chances in the first half. He created like the most chances. And they just rely on.
But well defined, Pedri.
Also, I just get them in the way. I think the issue with Barcelona is that they're not able to
Weight of the pass was brilliant.
Dembele,
because it allowed Pedri just to let the ball run across his body, deceived Modric. It opened up the goal. Courtois would have been beaten. Certainly hit it with power. Just wide of the far post. Very good play from Barcelona. Good play from Dembele. Pedri already having an influence on this second half.
Dani Alves had trouble dealing with the threat posed by Vinicius Junior. Oh, wouldn't, in all honesty. Foul there by Dani Alves.
Is just these
17 years. Vinny Junior's senior.
He gives away time so easily. He's lenient.
And it was Luke de Jong arriving on the scene for Barcelona, trying to get the touch on the ball as it was released by Dembele. They've come flying out of the traps.
Yeah, Dembele was trying to shoot here. He actually slices it straight into the path of.
You just don't know what to do with this guy. He's been pretty decent.
Big chance. Centre forward. He can't get above it. To react quickly. Barcelona, as you said, started this second half really quickly.
Okay, if they can get a second goal, then they're fine. I mean, Real Madrid is probably going to attack more.
Real Madrid, who lost just twice in La Liga in all of 2021. Nacho.
You know what Real Madrid needs to do?
Turn on it back to Thibaut Courtois. Here's Vinicius. Dani Alves, but sometimes that's all you feel you can do to break up the rhythm, and in this case it's a yellow card for Dani Alves.
Dani Alves knows that he can't live with Vinicius Junior if he knocks it past him and runs, so he's trying to get his tackles in early. He committed a foul earlier on, which the referee didn't give. Point at the ball all he likes, he doesn't get the ball. Quite rightly, he gets a yellow card. Now he's going to be under a bit of pressure.
Vinicius Junior.
Dani Alves has got to. You do need to stop him. You need to take this guy off and do something.
Point Xavi will think about making a change there.
I think Geza has played as a right back on many occasions this season. He'll be the player to come on.
Serginho Dest, of course, a player who has been very much on the outside looking in. Used to be an option for right back. Not anymore, it seems. Casemiro for Vinicius Junior, and Benzema trying to make that charge through the middle, and a bit too much on it. Vinicius Junior. Great to have you with us here on ESPN. Barca and Real Madrid. First semi-final here in Riyadh of the Supercopa de España, to give the competition its official title. 4-team tournament. Atletico and Athletic Club meeting tomorrow here at the King Fahd Stadium. Second semi-final, and the winners will collide in the final on Sunday. Eden Militao, too long and too strong.
Yeah, they started fighting or singing this in the first half, but I think Barcelona, this issue still remains. They're not clinical enough. They're not going to be able to create. I mean, they will create chances. They're not able to put the ball in the net. They will create enough plenty of chances.
Here's Abde. That was impetuous. The Barca fans here in Riyadh enjoyed it.
Jordi Alba, Ousmane Dembele. Marco Asensio back there as the extra defender. Here's Pedri.
Pedri.
Busquets. Dembele! Also continue to knock on the Real Madrid door.
Start with the Real Madrid. Right side of the defence read it well. Jordi Alba try and make the forward run here. They back off, then it's not a good header.
Alba
into the path of Dembele. That's where it was that the clearance in. Against the wrong side of the post.
If you did it like
not quite good enough.
Like a bit questioning.
See they attempts on target.
But then again, it's just lack of quality.
Madrid usually very efficient when it comes to their shooting.
They need to work on the training. It's just finishing.
Maximum advantage of their chances.
So I think the issue with Barcelona
He came and crossed with himself. Forward by Jordi Alba.
It's just lack
Looking
of
for the running room for Ousmane Dembele.
It's not
The whistle has gone. Free kick's been given.
able to
Particularly
finish it into the final third.
vociferous there. Luka Modric.
He's absolutely right as well, the referee. Grabbed hold of Pedri.
I think they've done the right decision. They did get rid of
Influence on the game. Pedri is that bit of skill from Vinicius Junior. Also from Abde.
Dani Alves for Busquets. Now Gavi. Distinctive running style of his. There's Abde. Knows how to deceive opponents. He's still in the learning phase though.
Any questions?
But there's enough raw material there to make you think that we're going to be talking about him for a while anyway, at a good level. It's Vinicius Junior with the pass. Toni Kroos, now Benzema, Carvajal there to his right. Marco Asensio has gone trotting into the centre. Modric. Eder Militao, central defensive partner Nacho. As Real Madrid circulate the ball. Toni Kroos. Right on top of him was Gavi. Kroos. Mondi.
Yeah.
He's never going to get there. Araujo just accompanying the ball as it bounced over the line.
So often see Mondi get forward to great effect for Real Madrid. That's been the case today. Vinicius Junior to play up that left-hand side by himself.
It looks like Barcelona are doing well.
Great combination. You can often be seen ahead of Vinicius Junior.
Misplaced pass. Pedri getting on the ball as he has a tendency to do. Who's going to come out on top? Who's going to progress to the final on Sunday? Who knows? It might take extra time and penalties. We shall see. Casemiro. Right on top of him, Gavi. It's not the first indiscretion we've seen from Gavi in this game.
Let's see what they got. Oh yeah, they're going to try.
Vinicius Junior looking up with Mondi. Just couldn't bring the ball under control properly. And it's to shuffle that one away.
No, in my opinion,
Vinicius Junior competing for it together there with Karim Benzema.
It's been okay though. But again, they need to get. He should play his right back. You know, I just think. I just personally think he's in the yellow card and he's an amazing defender.
With 301 Real Madrid goals.
Exploit him with Vinicius Junior. I think we need to stop him off.
From the all-time list.
If Xavi's got the balls to do that.
Gavi. Toni Kroos was waiting for a mistake to manifest itself, and it did, and it's Benzema. was an incident just off the ball involving Busquets. Vinicius Junior, referee letting the play flow. So Luis Munuera Montero. Now Casemiro managed to keep going. Couldn't quite provide Vinicius Junior with a chance.
Well, you're right, you spotted that. Busquets brought down Vinicius Junior with a flailing arm. Gets spoken to by the referee, and that's about it. Can't believe it, can he? Vinicius Junior trying to counter-attack. He was making a forward run off the ball. Busquets certainly did something to him here. It's the end of the move.
Luke de Jong, very effective player with us back to goal. Dembele running at Carvajal. Modric has to be a defender here. Finally parted with the ball, Ousmane Dembele. Might try again. Dembele.
I think Dembele has a decent
Asensio.
game.
Good small piece of defending.
He tried, kept trying,
Got himself back into a very good defensive position.
chances, taking
Asensio.
chances, trying to take
He's
chances,
enjoying the game now. Here's the
taking
moment.
shots.
Vinicius Junior play it. There's the right arm of Busquets that comes out. Was it intentional? I think it probably was.
Really.
Don't forget, we'll have the second Supercopa de España semi-final for you tomorrow. Atletico Madrid versus Athletic Club, 1:55 Eastern on ESPN2 and ESPN Plus.
Dominating games.
Athletic Club, the winners last year. Atletico in search of their first Supercopa success since 2014.
Against Sevilla, Sevilla, the team that beat Atletico Madrid, they ended up drawing against Sevilla. And they had 23 goals. So they had some promise,
taking up his position. Vinicius Junior for Toni Kroos. Gliding through. Kroos.
They had more shot than
He's the model professional. Said the other day, he knows what he has at Real Madrid. They know what they have in Toni Kroos. That was neat. In the end, Modric sliding across helped solve the problem.
Have they looked at the run of Luke de Jong? I think Luke de Jong had just gone offside. That's why he didn't play him the ball. Other options, but didn't take them. I was in here.
Well, let's see if they can do something positive. Carvajal was on that high position on the right. The tantalising goal across Vinicius Junior. And it breaks down there. There's Abde for Barcelona. Busquets. It's become something of a battle of wits in the second half. And Militao, the illegal challenge. PK from the back up towards Luke de Jong. Modric. Excellent pass it was. How many times do we say that in the course of an average game? Marco Asensio is the first to hit the floor. It's going to be touched out of play by Dembele. See the two men down. Jordi Alba, the other player, Stuart.
Asensio, he fought the ball and turned the other way. Just treads on Jordi Alba there. The accident, but certainly hurt the Barcelona left back.
Albert, please.
He's trying to let it go, hasn't he, on several occasions?
He has.
Just made the game a good one to watch at times, particularly the first half. As you said, just going through a period, both sides are trying to assert their authority. Don't want to give anything away.
Really
Again, we
true.
see your front seats from your house. That's your style.
Not at all, Stuart.
Yeah.
And you know it.
Yeah.
Far more modest. We are wondering, incidentally, why here in Riyadh it's all part of a contract. The Spanish FA deciding to bring this tournament to Saudi Arabia initially a couple of years ago. This season, because of COVID, the games weren't held in southern Spain. Back here in Saudi Arabia for this edition. And well, we saw Xavi running right into the ear of Ansu Fati. Player who has been missed.
He should have taken
A young prodigy.
The one that's got an unnecessary pressure.
Is the delight about this current incarnation of Barcelona. The young players, and there are many good ones.
I really like the idea of
Go through the ranks at La Masia, getting their opportunity in a way they wouldn't. Many other clubs. Here's Marco Asensio in between his team and just kicked it too far forward. Casemiro fires it towards goal, immediately blocks. Vinicius Junior. Almost 20 minutes into the second half here at the King Fahd Stadium. Modric. Carvajal for Casemiro. Trying to open up the Barcelona defence, but through it goes to Ter Stegen.
You're not on the same wavelength. One or two of his teammates, as that ball was rolled into him, he just wanted to play in behind Barcelona. Asensio didn't make the run for him. When you're talking about young players with talent, Ansu Fati is as good as anybody. First injury, the outstanding player in the Spanish team on a couple of occasions, Nations League matches.
Rodrigo's not half bad either. He's going to be coming on for Real Madrid, but first of all, it's Ansu Fati for Barca. Luke de Jong departs. He serves his team well again. The equaliser shortly before half time.
Makes you wonder what was said at half time, because they got 2 or 3 crosses in that first half. Not one cross in the second half.
Yeah.
Luke de Jong.
Ansu Fati, remember commentating on that splendid goal against Levante after he'd been out for 323 days. Emblematic, really, of what Barca have got to be about.
Hopefully
in the years ahead.
For a while, because
They still try to sign big name, big money players, but at the core of who they are, Cantera, the youth scheme has got to be there.
Got to do, he's obviously not going to be your next massive, but he's probably
Interview with Xavi,
your
where he was
best player
saying
in the team.
Barcelona in the future to be mostly made up of the Spanish national team.
Yeah.
Spanish national team to be made up of Barcelona players.
Because Ancelotti is probably the best
Right way
player.
about it at the moment.
Militao,
no.
Dani Alves had trouble controlling the ball. It's Vinicius Junior for Karim Benzema. Jordi Alba covered
Similar
quite a
to
lot of
the with
ground
Lindelof
from his left back position.
against Ollie Watkins. They were not listed 2 days ago. He missed
Danny Alves,
control the
good
ball.
game.
Dave
The right back, he's got a
Ollie
yellow card to
Watkins
his name as well.
forward.
Right, make the right decision and get the pass right.
Couldn't
Jordi
be
Alba,
right,
you mentioned him really well there.
Something
So
for the
Marco
people.
Asensio makes way for Rodrigo. It's always likely to be thus. So Rodrigo operate on the right. And Marco Asensio was before. So cut in quite as much as Marco Asensio. Mondi for Los Blancos. Pressure was being put on by Gavi. We've seen plenty of that from him in this game. Look at that, 50-50 in terms of ball possession in this Clásico so far. Toni Kroos, controlled by Luka Modric. Almost immediate activity for Rodrigo. It's Benzema on the turn. And off the post! He thought that was going in.
He hit the post. Unlucky for Benzema. Unlucky though. That was a great shot.
That is centre forward play at its very best.
This guy is really good.
The skill, the decision making, and he's probably a couple of inches away from scoring a great goal. Karim Benzema.
What a player he is.
Modric gets himself out of a tight situation, switches the play, gets the wrong side of Araujo. Does well to slow him down, but he just manoeuvres the ball onto his left foot. Does everything right here. Stegen is beaten, not quite enough.
More vintage centre forward play from Karim Benzema.
Yeah, Benzema.
With all the talk of Mbappe and Haaland, could you really keep Karim Benzema out of the team on this form, on the form he's been producing this season?
I think that was the old
Benzema hero, wasn't he?
maybe last season.
Gareth Bale and Ronaldo were at their peak. Either side of him, always get the credit he deserved, Karim Benzema.
I remember a few years ago, the Real Madrid fans at times chiding Benzema for missing chances.
Are you mad? This guy's been good, Benzema.
That was so close to 2-1, but they remain level. Barca and Real Madrid with 20 minutes to go. And they are level after 90 minutes. They will go to extra time, these two. Dani Alves, maybe a bit surprising that he's still out there on the pitch. Even the yellow card he picked up earlier.
Such a play.
There's Abde.
The child, I'm not sure though. You think it's just good.
Quite work out to his satisfaction. Modric. Benzema. Real Madrid. Work it back to Carvajal.
Actually, I do trust young players to play in the first team, but I think the decision making that. I mean, of course they're going to make mistakes because they're young and they haven't experienced before, but they will learn gradually when they get older. I like when they are trying to do things.
Short on that occasion to Mondi. Of course. And Mondi was the first 7 games this season because of injury. Well against Dani Alves. Benzema this time. To Stegen away. Carvajal. Benzema!
Again.
Real Madrid regain the lead.
It's been good though. I just think that Johnny should get rid of Dani Alves and
outstanding season he's having.
get another centre back and maybe play back through. Bring into another defence and bring another midfielder.
We have to say, Mark ter Stegen's a bit unlucky here because he makes a very good save to start with. Toni Kroos found himself in the box. But they have just, for the last 5 or 6 minutes, started to dominate. Dani Alves doesn't defend it well enough. Good play from Mondi down the left-hand side. There's the initial strike.
He's on his yellow card.
Benzema,
Should have got rid of him.
he gets himself back into a good position to finish it
Since
off.
he's been booked, very Mendy
He gets himself turned.
high up in the pitch.
Nice height for ter Stegen. Give credit to Carvajal. He gets it back into a very dangerous situation. Benzema does the rest. Alert, alive.
I really think Barcelona had
Very good finish. Off the feet of ter Stegen into the path of Benzema. They won't care about that. Look at the celebrations. That's what it means to Ancelotti and these Real Madrid players.
They're going to win the league anyway, you know.
That's a 302nd official goal for Karim Benzema.
He couldn't take one of
Wearing the colours of Real Madrid.
Time to tackle, he couldn't get sent off because he's in the yellow card.
It's in the all-time
He's
top
been trying to
forward.
exploit him. And finally, Phil
Only Cristiano Ronaldo, Raul, and Alfredo Di Stefano ahead of him.
Bad list to be faulted, is it really?
Not bad at all. It's a list any striker would want to be part of.
I remember Benzema does the rest. Benzema, what a player this guy is. He's been fantastic.
Now that Real Madrid have the lead again, can they hold on to it and book for themselves a place in Sunday's final?
As I said, over the last 10 minutes, they've started to dominate possession that little bit more. Higher up the field. Modric is making more forward runs and being more influential.
Rodrigo trying to be influential here, and the outcome was a corner.
Just think that Daniel Alves has been exploited. If Daniel Alves was
Sweeping up, if you like, for Barca.
substitution early on and bringing somebody like or maybe the
More changes here. Barcelona.
Or maybe
Just Depay.
yeah, another
Is
midfielder.
at the ready. Who has been added to it recently? Nico.
I mean, they played well. They didn't play badly. Just few margins and a few details. He's just got it wrong.
Forcing
Really.
position. Short corner is favoured. Needed a better ball than that, however.
He's been booked really.
Action stations here for Barcelona, chasing this game, Stuart.
Bayern needs to go
Real
and
Madrid
get
trying
it.
to press the ball high here. They're not going to allow Barcelona to play out easily. The interesting talking points before the game was about Memphis Depay. I think Alejandro Moreno was talking about where do you fit him into the team. See the right fit for Xavi. Sure he is. So it's really interesting to see where he plays and how he plays. And Xavi when he comes on.
Wry smile from Casemiro because he knew he was guilty. Yellow card. A combative Brazilian. He's picked up 7 bookings in La Liga so far this season as well. No stranger to cautions.
Not sure what game it was, but I was commentating with you when he should have been sent off and he got away with a yellow card. It's a poor challenge.
Cadiz, wasn't it? Here's a chance maybe for Barcelona. Jordi Alba steering that one across, and Ansu Fati
Dembele has been very good today.
putting inside the area.
To touch the ball, Ansu Fati.
He's been good enough.
Barcelona drawn it.
What's the difference between Cadiz and
Could be a decent aerial target, as we saw recently against Sevilla. It's Nacho who managed to get his head to it for Real Madrid. It's Pedri. Over it comes from Abde. Dembele. Carvajal covering. It's going to be another corner here for the Blaugrana with 14 minutes remaining.
didn't see the one came badly.
Jordi Alba. Ousmane Dembele. Jordi Alba keeps it low. Away by Casemiro.
I think that I still like him. He should not play in this. He shouldn't have to do with the counter attack.
All the while, Memphis Depay waits by the touchline. Likewise, Nico. Dembele just hesitated. It's taken away from him by Carvajal. And this is when it can get dangerous for Barcelona. Jordi Alba was able to get in there in the nick of time against Rodrigo. Sergio Busquets. Dani Alves. Not to be. And the goal kick is the outcome here. And now it should be substitution time.
For Barcelona.
A misstep, really, you've got to say, by Dani Alves.
That bit of skill, Rodrigo goes past PK. The Alba showed great pace to get back, didn't he?
Well, that's it for Dani Alves. Gavi line-wise makes his way off. Memphis Depay and Nico are on.
I just felt like that.
Memphis Depay has recovered from the injury that's held him back in recent weeks. Nico, who as midfielders go, can be defensive.
I think he's
orientation.
realised that
So
ever.
Gavi, but
Maybe he's
highly flexible, son of Fran, the great Deportivo player, helped them win the title back in 2000.
It's probably going to be Barcelona's weak link. I mean, in terms of leadership,
Here's Mondi for Real Madrid.
Great.
So they look for the third goal that might put this to bed.
He's too old to play as a left right back. He hasn't got legs anymore.
Invitation, of course, to join us on Sunday for the Supercopa de España final, live from the King Fahd Stadium, and our pre-game coverage beginning at 1 p.m. Eastern. ESPN2, ESPN Deportes, ESPN Plus, leading up to kickoff at 1:30 p.m. Eastern.
Mr. Pies, first bit of action. Foul Casemiro. It's come down rather easily. It's look as though could be playing with the back three now. Just the holding midfield player in front of them.
And Alexis say earlier, there are more Real Madrid fans in attendance than there are for Barca. Kroos, good-looking ball, Casemiro with a header. Straight at Ter Stegen.
No flag went up. That was a big chance for Casemiro just to finish this contest.
It's getting interesting with Real Madrid trying to get players back quickly. Dembele. Oh, it's a splendid pass, Pedri! Away by
offside.
Just though, might have been an offside there. In any case, but we'll have another look.
Dembele coming in field. Left-sided position, reversing the ball back in. Just offside.
Dembele's been probably Barcelona's best player. You know, he's creating almost like everything. He's given them the biggest problem so far today. You know,
Depay is going to play the number 10 role. And Fati's still going to play up the front. Made the forward run.
Was he offside? I think he was offside. Yeah,
Was he
Just about offside.
Yeah.
Pedri. Vinicius Junior giving Real Madrid the lead. Equaliser from Luke de Jong for Barcelona, but then Karim Benzema restoring the advantage for Los Blancos. Are they going to make it? Clasico win number 100. In terms of all official Clásicos, and this is one goes down on the official competitive list. Barcelona will have their own firm views on that subject. Ousmane Dembele, Busquets, and Abde tried to make the run. Timing just a little bit off.
It's a run I'd love to make from this right-hand side when Busquets gets on the ball. It matters because he was offside. Nacho got back and defended it well enough.
Look at Jovic.
Valverde is going to come on for Luka Modric.
Valverde. I
almost think in every game we learn
I think it's
something from watching Luka Modric.
I think it's done. Really.
He is a true exponent of the art of playmaking. He'll be a spectator for the remainder of this game, Stuart.
He's absolutely brilliant, isn't he? Technique, his game understanding, his vision, his composure on the ball, his influence on games. He's been one of the top midfield players over the last 10 years or so.
As Abde is competing for it. Ansu Fati just behind him. Nico. Busquets. Now, Memphis Depay trying to hit the byline. Here comes a corner for Barcelona.
Good recovery run. Valverde, the substitute, had to be alive and alert there.
Dembele steer it back. Jordi Alba, they needed a good ball. They got it!
What a goal by Anthony. We got ourselves a game. We got ourselves a game. What a game that was. I don't know who assisted. I haven't seen it properly. What a play. Where is it? But how was he winning the header, man? He was smart. He's a key.
The biggest player in the team, not known
He's
for his
an
heading
elf.
ability.
He's a hobgoblin.
But he just finds that bit of space.
He's a bloody
Real Madrid
hobbit.
go to sleep. Casemiro, and then
He's a
Militao
turtle. He's a
don't react quickly enough.
dragon.
And it's a very good header, but what a good cross it was to start with.
What a game of the hell.
Jordi Alba, perfect cross. The smallest man on the field gets between.
He's
Holding
good
midfield
for
by
balance.
Casemiro,
How
and
he
then
uses it
Militao,
at
and heads it perfectly into the far corner.
The celebration that followed from Xavi, getting overly carried away. Twice Real Madrid have been in front, and twice Barcelona have shown the resolve to battle back.
I mean, look, it is what it is with Barcelona.
And again, we're on course for extra time in this first semi-final. See what Ansu Fati can do on this occasion. It's blocked by Eder Militao. Vinicius Junior and Araujo. Two South American players together there.
He's getting a goal. Vinicius is great. Benzema is fantastic. He can be fantastic at times. I think, it's going to be difficult. I want to say Dembele. Dembele was superb in this game.
Sure, the neutrals here in Real.
Fantastic. Listen, I probably say
Be disappointed if they get a bit of extra entertainment. Jordi Alba up against Rodrigo, as has been the case since
Barcelona, what they have to do is play around the game. They can beat Napoli, but it will be another battle.
This is Junior.
Chance again, maybe for Barcelona. Dembele was in hot pursuit of the ball. Courtois needed all his time. There's Mondi, and that's fabulous play.
As soon as he couldn't get himself a shot.
Stumbled. Ferland Mondi.
Ferland Mendy.
For Barcelona.
Well played, Courtois. He just about did enough, didn't he?
He's a very good goalkeeper. Well, he's okay.
The odds weren't necessarily in his favour.
I know he's been good.
Nico. Barcelona found their second win, and the substitutes have helped out, and Pedri's one of them. Breakfast of pie just prior to that matchup.
Yeah, he's got to go first. That's not. It's just an accident.
Pedri just clutching that lower part of the leg.
It's another good run. Pedri getting there, but what a good challenge that was from Nacho. Certainly no foul. He had to react quickly, went out to Depay, and then got back and won the ball. Excellent defending from Nacho.
I don't know. Barcelona have been impressed. I thought they were going to lose to them. I still think they're going to lose. Maybe, but penalties are not.
The old days, we would never really think of Barca being a threat from corners, but that has changed. Jordi Alba whips this one in. Araujo was positioned. It was Casemiro who got to the ball first. Barca now they have to pay attention defensively, but the experience of Busquets coming in handy. Pedri. Really can sense Barca's will to win this.
Oh my goodness.
Abde just doing a bit too much with it. Nodded forward by Araujo.
Just 3 more minutes. I mean, this is a very good game. I really
on the right hand side of that back three now.
I'm really enjoying this game so far. Attack end to end, good goals.
You see, they
Great
set up for
chance
Barca.
from both sides. I think it's such a fun
PK,
game. I watched
Jordi
it on
Alba.
Monday and it was a little bit boring. You know, I love United. I think the problem with Manchester United games, they're really boring.
Not too many ideas from Real Madrid in the last few minutes, Stuart.
Here's the ball that was played through. He's
If
onside.
you're going to play for United, you're going to manage the
Tries to square it for Ansu Fati.
to entertain fans.
Militao doesn't foul.
We need. It's been a decent
He got
game.
so close to him, he couldn't try and lift it over him or try and beat the goalkeeper, so he tried to play it
I
square.
really enjoyed it so far.
Goalkeeping from Courtois.
I think that's something that United needs to change. Is we need to
A
get the
very
fans
good game at the weekend against Valencia. And called upon Thibaut Courtois. And then Militao throws himself at the ball.
Fantastic game of football, really.
Carvajal. Back with Courtois. Busquets. Chipping it through. Beckham on the defence. Oh, Dembele. Looks as though it might be there for him.
There's a
Wondered
side
if he
game,
had strayed into the illegal position. In any case, I think he was wondering that exact same thing.
Change of formation, the extra attacking players. It's a tight one, but he is just offside. Top half of his body was in an offside position. Dembele on the left-hand side. Memphis Depay playing in behind Ansu Fati. Runs from Abde on this right-hand
I think
side.
Barcelona have been impressive.
Likewise, Pedri from midfield.
I think Barcelona have been impressive, especially
Oh, Courtois.
Dembele.
We couldn't afford to be too reckless there. Nico. Manu put in the challenge on Rodrigo.
Ball was there to be won, but credit to Rodrigo, just nicked it away from him.
If it does go to extra time, we'll be bringing you all the action. Just a couple of minutes of added time at the end of the 90. Very disappointed. Vinicius Junior.
I think he's got a lot of work to do. You know, Xavi has got so many work.
Barca get to build again.
You're going through a rebuilding phase. You know, you
They'll
need
be
to
able to create perhaps one
one
last chance. For extra time is a reality. Maybe they'll have some defending to do instead.
They've been spoiled with
It's Vinicius Junior. In the second half, Barca.
I'm going through a transition, and I'm sure you'll come back.
Ujo's done a very good job. He's playing the right-hand side of that back three, as I mentioned, but there's a lot of ground for him to cover. He's having to send a half to and a right back job at times. He's one of the best players in the world at the moment, Vinicius Junior.
Busquets.
The reason why the difference between Barcelona and the goal, you could win games by getting the best players. In Barcelona,
Trying to go around the outside of Mondi.
It's such a
bit of a lesson there. There's Abde. For experienced Mondi.
Barcelona, I think they'll get tough for it. I think Madrid will win the 5th,
Mondi.
13th. They won 3 league titles. I think was it
Casemiro for Real Madrid. Jordi Alba. Again, side by side with Rodrigo.
33. 2017. Yeah, they won 34 league titles and they could win 35th.
Extra time beckons. Casemiro calls. There's Mondi.
They have to slow time. They only sacrifice
2 additional minutes.
Do not give them.
Mondi. The flick to Vinicius Junior. Araujo standing up to him. For the 90 minutes. And this Classico will go to extra time. Well, Xavi has got to be happy with determination shown by his boss.
Okay, that was a fantastic game. That is, yeah, it's been very. Yeah, this game will go down to extra time, so we're going to get 30 minutes. And if we still get the same result, 30 minutes, we'll get penalty shootout. I think we already know the answer. Already know that. I mean, Barcelona played well. They've been impressive. I knew there were great chances. I know they work hard, and I think what Xavi's done, he's trying to bring professionalism back to the game. He's trying to make team work really, really hard, and I think that's one that they lack. They become lazy and self-entitled, and not they become lazy and they just energy just runs out quickly. I think this is changing all that. So I mean, I still think they're gonna mentally they will improve, but we have to keep wait and see. Last time Manchester United have won, I mean Barcelona they've won the trophy last season with Copa America. I mean United, I think I don't know. I need to check on. I'm probably going to check later whether Manchester United's got Dennis Zakaria. If we've actually made a bid. If we actually made a bid. If it actually, I'm going to try because Barcelona have won the. I mean, it's going to be 30 minutes. It's been a very, very good game. I thought they were going to. I thought it would be like a whitewash or just comprehensive victory. But Barcelona gave a something. They gave a good fight against Real Madrid so far, and they managed to come back from the game. It just shows a bit of resilience in them. Mbele he's been superb. I mean, he didn't always create chance. So it looks like Chelsea winning 1-0 against Spurs. It looks like I think they're going to go through to the final. They need to score 3 goals. So Twitch streamers is trading on Twitter. Boris Johnson apologizes for attending gatherings down the street in May 2020. It just shows you these guys are not politicians. Those are businessmen. They're not they don't represent us. They're not government. Need to check and Dennis Zakaria. That's what I'm here for. Would you take him for £6 million? Absolutely. I would take him at £6 million. We need to get a midfielder. Yeah, I agree with Trey. I just barely put tension and move. It's just baffling, We're lacking short defensive depth to 1,000 miles. That could be. I think we need to get this guy. We have to get Dennis Zakaria. We have to get this guy because we need to get a midfielder. If we don't get it, we could be in trouble. That is make or break for a season. I have to make that snap decision. Good decision. It's not going to be easy. So I'm just going to check it whether it's. This game will go down to extra time. Okay. Okay, it's the game. Oh, the game started
This is the
already.
first semi-final, the Supercopa de España tournament. Second semi-final will be tomorrow, Atletico against Athletic Club. You'll be able to see that game with us as well. Busquets forward for Barca. Memphis Depay.
I'm impressed with
Felt that
Barcelona.
all the reinforcements for Barca had something to say for themselves after coming on. Here's Nico, another of the substitutes. Dembele. There he goes.
Penalty.
And it's going against Dembele and Barcelona.
I think he's done himself a lot of favours tonight.
Oh shit. Sorry, I just clicked exit by accident.
Dembele, Rodrigo and Lucas Vázquez, one of the two players charged with the task of keeping Dembele quiet.
I'm gonna.
To answer my question, they are still going to play with the back three.
Yeah.
Jordi Alba's also going to try and get forward at times.
It's demanding.
Nico will be the holding midfield players.
Jordi
What
Alba,
a
nicely
pass.
disguised. Ansu Fati in the corner there. Valverde was one of the players who had to scramble back for Real Madrid.
Lovely pass from Jordi Alba.
What a pass by Jordi Alba.
Let's get it.
He's not too bad.
Touch onto it. Ansu Fati. Valverde's had a couple of good challenges since he's been on.
Certainly has. Memphis Depay. Shot corner to Dembele. And a play over that telling ball. And the header was always going just a little bit wide from Es Abdi.
They haven't defended balls into their box particularly well today, Real Madrid. Luke de Jong, who you expect to win balls, won a couple in the first half. And Ansu Fati gets a free header to score the equaliser. Abde probably should do better. Again, one of the smallest players on the pitch.
No, like especially a guy who scored as a habit.
Gerard Piqué. Marc-André ter Stegen. So frustrating for him that he really can't get near the #1 shirt for the Germany national team. Given how excellent Manuel Neuer continues to be. Certainly Barcelona's #1. Pedri. If you're looking for NFL Live, it will be coming up after this game is finished here in Riyadh, capital of Saudi Arabia. Extra time between Barcelona and Real Madrid. Dembele. That was by Busquets for Araujo. Memphis Depay. Abde wide on the right for Barca. Nico, mentioned his dad earlier, Fran, watched quite a lot of him a couple of decades ago.
It's going to be another break.
Certainly would have been a great teacher for Nico growing up. His dad made 550 appearances in 17 years for Deportivo La Coruña. Dembele. Once again, Real Madrid happy to drop off. Barca come at them. Busquets for Nico now.
Nico.
Jordi Alba. Says very nice ball in that allowed Ansu Fati to level the game at 2-2. Busquets almost trying to play in a little triangle here, Barcelona. Pedri. Oh, he's done brilliantly. Ansu Fati just a bit behind him. Real Madrid playing on the break, but no joy for Benzema. Piqué getting there first.
Barcelona seems to be really tough against Real Madrid. I haven't seen them dominating the game
Just
much.
dropping deep.
How are they able to do that against League leaders Real Madrid?
Knock about on Barcelona.
How are they able
Score
to
that
do
third
the
goal.
against them? It's crazy.
So take a lot of positives out of this, Xavi. Match Real Madrid, maybe in the first half, but character, they've adjusted to the change of system well. Some good individual performances.
Lucas Vázquez. 20 course for Real Madrid. First period of extra time, 15-minute periods.
Players, and I can see why Barcelona go for young players.
They
They're more
remain
likely to
level.
Barcelona.
Go to penalty kicks. Vinicius Junior, touch of the stylish stuff again from him. Mondi. Reserve hits by Fernand Mondi, allowing Ter Stegen to...
Everything is stressing them. You can help Barcelona.
Bit of skill from Vinicius Junior. Such a big influence on the game in the first half.
I can't believe Barcelona have been playing well so far, you know.
Here's Nico for the Blaugrana.
They're playing 5 defenders, now they're playing 4-4-2.
Ousmane Dembele veering in. Seen that quite a lot from him in this game. Casemiro do well to get there, actually did manage to succeed. And Rodrigo. What can he do here? Pulls it back. It was an outrageous dummy by Vinicius Junior. Valverde managing to apply the finishing touch. Look at the celebration that follows.
They scored again.
That was an out-and-out team goal.
It was a simple counter break. They beat the
They're
press.
ahead for the third time in this semi-final.
And they've got called
Can
every
they
four
keep the
times.
lead for
It's
good?
just 2 centre back against 4.
And that's the danger with the change of system that Xavi made to get themselves back into the game. They gave the ball away here. They were vulnerable to the counter-attack. Jordi Alba goes to ground. Now the two centre-halves have got to back off and back off. Looks like they've slowed everything down. Look at the players coming forward for Real Madrid. And a very, very composed and good finish from Valverde. There's the lead. Vinicius Junior actually goes under Araujo. And nothing that Stegen can do about it.
It's just the space from behind it. You need to get
What a good
a
counter-attacking
centre-back
goal
there.
that was. Valverde with the finish.
Fede Valverde, the man from Uruguay, came through the ranks at Peñarol. And the yellow card following the celebration. And the letter of the law, 100% correct, as he took off his shirt. Has that put a dent into Barca once and for all? Or are they going to rise again?
Yeah, but was just a bit too impetuous. He could win the challenge, went to ground, just getting back and getting into a good position. That's the two other centre-halves really exposed.
Nico with the pass for Barca. Pedri is hovering. Taken away by Eder Militao. Ansu Fati, Ousmane Dembele. Fati wanted to get the break of the ball because Vázquez had to react. Came off Ansu Fati. Last.
Nearly goes to him. Vázquez just turns in time. deflection could have gone anywhere, as we saw with Luke de Jong with his goal. And occasionally it goes out for the goal kick.
Sergio Busquets, Pedri, Dembele, and Nico. That was calm play, and it's Busquets, pushed away by Courtois, only as far as Dembele, and he tests Thibaut Courtois again, behind for the corner, as Barca give it a go.
Well, Busquets struck the first one really well. Nico Gonzalez did well. Here comes the strike. It's a decent save, but it goes straight to Dembele.
And that was an interesting attempt from Pedri.
They kicked it
And
over.
eyes for
So,
goal.
I mean, Real Madrid, I think the problem with Barcelona is that they're not very good on the ball.
It's composed
I mean,
technique
they
inside
are
of the
good on the
right
ball,
boot.
but they are very funny
Slice it
about
away.
the back. They just don't have quick savers. They
Strike
don't have
from
quality
Busquets.
savers. I think they need to change the technique.
Save. He thought he pushed it away from the
So
danger
what
area, but
Barcelona needs to do is summer
Dembele got
transfer
it back on
window.
target again.
First target is to get to it. Once they get to it, they need to get quality savers. They need to be very good enough. They need to get some sort of like. But they need to get.
Don't forget, we're back with you again tomorrow, the second semi-final. Here at the Supercopa de España, Atletico Madrid facing last season's winners, Athletic Club, 1:55 Eastern on ESPN2 and ESPN+.
He's good in the ball.
Rodrigo and Benzema both going to ground. So we have a look at Courtois' double contribution, if you like.
No, they need to go for really quick center back.
Pushing behind for a corner. So trying to push it out.
Makes sense,
He saved on that occasion, but did well enough.
The
collision.
Oh,
Just
excellent.
Yeah. Rodrigo and both go down.
Karim Benzema on target earlier. Come to think that it's just a matter of course that Benzema scores on a pace to make it his best ever goal-scoring season in La Liga. This, the goal that made it 3-2. Casemiro with that run, continued by Rodrigo, and then Valverde with a finish.
We had 4 players.
He goes between the legs.
I was going to ask for trouble. Just about really playing your games. Unless it's
Casemiro that made the initial break, as you mentioned.
somebody thing. But
Dembele off
for
Lucas Vazquez.
defenders, 4 against 2, you're always going to ask for trouble.
They have the balls conveniently positioned. Those tables side the corner flags. Dembele with the delivery. Brought under control by Vinicius Junior. Rodrigo has it now. And the challenge came in from Pedri. Illegal.
Just goes between the legs of Pedri. He's a bit unlucky, really. Great to see him back in that Barcelona shirt.
Basically, Barcelona. I mean, they shouldn't be too disheartened. They've had a fantastic game.
Nearing the end of the first period of extra time.
They're very good on the brain.
Winners of this semi-final to face the winners of Atletico against Athletic Club tomorrow. Not sure who you fancy in that one tomorrow night, Stuart.
Probably Athletic Club.
Quite sure what to think about.
This kind of
What's going on Madrid at the moment? The weekend against Villarreal, where they were really poor for 60 minutes. Changed the system, changed the game completely. We saw a totally different side. Which side is going to turn up tomorrow?
We'll find out. But you can join us. ESPN Plus, ESPN2, ESPN Deportes. Ansu Fati. Trying to connect with Memphis Depay.
So the young players,
It's going to be a
I still
Madrid throw.
faith in young players because they're very daring, they're very expressive, they're brave. But they can be a bit naive.
That wasn't the whistle that you heard in the background. It was a whistle that came from the crowd. It's going to be 1 added minute. Sorry, Stuart, you were about to say.
I was going to say, if you ask Dembele where he'd like to play, if you ask Depay where he'd like to play, if you ask Ansu Fati where he'd like to play, I think they'd all say, coming in off this left-hand side. It's interesting how Xavi puts 3 of them into the team, or if he does get all of them into the team.
Or maybe we could go down to
It's a problem of luxury, you might say.
What a game that was,
Second by Lucas Vazquez.
Oh my God.
By
Look at
Rodrigo.
this.
Benzema took a bubble of Araujo. Rodri, but now he's out of position. There's Abde. Vinicius Junior's turn. Benzema.
Just give them one the chance. This isn't FIFA.
Memphis Depay. Had the 1 additional minute. That's the end of the first period of extra time here in Riyadh.
Yeah, I just think that the game ended as a so it's just only 15 minutes left, really. I'm still buzzing. It's only 15 minutes left. Barcelona, once again, defenders just let them down. They were outnumbered in counter-attack, and they tried to press the ball, and they exploited it, and it's credit to them. And that is the high risk, high reward. Not necessarily high risk. They gave the ball away. They just bypassed the press, and they got punished for it. Punished. But they didn't play badly. They did not play very, very bad. They just weren't good enough. They just defensively, they can improve on that. They need to go to the summer. They need to get a very good centre back in there. They need to get someone like Jules Koundé. They need to get someone like Juan Laporte. Aymeric Laporte. If they can make a bid for him, or they can get someone like Jules Koundé, they need to get a new centre back. They need to get a new spine of defence. I think this is where the problem, because Xavi wants to play in a certain brand of football. He wants, and he urges players to play up as high as possible can. You want to make the pitches as big as possible. So when you lose the ball, you want the whole team to press. So in order to make the press very organized, they need the defenders to push up. But then what happens if they get beaten on a long ball or get beaten? Then that's where you need a very quick centre back. That's what I think. I personally, I don't know what you guys think, but if they can get a very, very good defenders, then I really think they could challenge. I think they could really challenge for the title. They could not challenge, but I think they've improved, before. And I think a lot of teams in our league will exploit that space given by these two centre exploits, because they're just going to sit in the mid block and they're going to try to hit the long ball and try to use pace to get them behind, because the defenders aren't good enough. Centre backs are not good enough. They need a massive revamp in the centre back. Araujo is okay. I don't think he necessarily put the foot wrong. I think he's been very good. I just think that I really think Madrid are very. I think Real Madrid. It's just Madrid. They didn't. Didn't play them off the park. Barcelona didn't have a lot of issues. They have created chances. They had caused Real Madrid problems, but it's just finishing and lack of quality was in the end of the day. So they should get back to the back. Yeah, he's a known risk. We need to get. Yeah, I'm just gonna like it, but he's almost risk-free, really. But he got nothing to lose and no risk. But the thing is, the Bundesliga will give you so much space. Premier League won't give you space, so that means he has to keep the ball and need to move the ball forward. The Premier League, they're gonna sit, but Bayern gives you a lot of space. That's why he has same rate as Fabinho, if not bigger. I think he'd be perfect. I mean, we need any midfielder. I think he's a short-term fix.